Gentlemen, we are live down here in the Bear Cave Studios for another episode of OTBS. On that bullshit with me, your host, Freddie Loso, with my co-host and my brother, Biggie Mafia. What's going on, Brody?
What is the fucking word? All of you out there in Listonville, whatever the fuck you want to call, whatever you call, I don't know. Whatever you want to be called. Everybody wants to be called something different nowadays. Men want to be called women. Women want to be called men. Whatever. Listen, whatever you want to be.
Whatever, furries, whatever you want. Whatever
you
letter.
want to be. Yeah,
Yep.
whatever you want to be identified as. Hey, you the one that got to answer for it when you die. So anyway.
I digress.
You could just imagine God being at like the heavenly gates. Transgender goes up and he goes, "So, what I gave you wasn't good enough." You just press the button on the trap door to hell. Oh, shit. Yo, I just picture God sitting at the table with all the transgenders, like the dude from Menace to Society. So, you cut your dick off at 11:15 p.m. See, you know you don't fucked up, right? You know you don't fucked up. You see what you did? You know you don't fucked up.
Oh man, that's
No,
hilarious.
well, when I was born, I always thought that so you cut your dick off at 10 o'clock. Yeah. See what you did? See
You
what
done
you did
fucked
there?
up, right?
No, you don't fucked up. Oh man, yo, we try to get canceled every show, bro.
Oh man, every week.
Unsullied by sponsors, which is why we can pretty much say every
Everything we want.
It's all good, bro. And so listen, by the time you guys listen to this, to all of the legitimate and illegitimate dads out there, we want to wish you guys a happy belated Father's Day, because by the time you guys listen to this, it will be done past. I wore my shirt that Rick made me.
Nice. Only dads.
Only dads.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny when I'm walking in public and you could tell all the people who are like slightly perverted because they look at the sweater and they're like, it's his dad.
Nice shirt, buddy. Thanks,
Like,
pervert.
hey, you fucking pervert. You know how many kids have walked by me and took a double take at the shirt? And I'm like, yo, why do you know what this is? You little sick freak. Stay off the internet, you little bastards. You know?
Go back to school.
Yeah, go back to school, you little shit. But what's been going on with you lately, man? Anything new?
Man, it's like we were talking a little bit before. It's just been life, man. It's
bro.
Work, it's after school activities and sports and all that stuff, getting ready for summer vacation and summer break for the kids, like, before you reset and get back in September and start it all over again.
Yeah, man, that is a fact, bro. That is an absolute fact. Well, as you know, just got back from visiting my mom and my younger brother in the great state of Maine, where nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Yo, I got the Jim from The Office look that you just gave the camera right now,
bro.
Was perfect.
Bro, I got there on Monday, right? And which I'm kind of semi used to because we live in a town where Mondays mostly everything is fucking not open.
Right.
But you get there on a Monday and you think our town has it bad when things are not open on Mondays. Dude, go to Maine. Yo, you can't even fucking mail a letter on a Monday. Yo, they don't even have 911 operators working on fucking Mondays.
Like, nah, you want to do crimes? Do it on a Monday.
Facts, bro. You can't.
Everybody took off.
Ain't nothing happening on Mondays, bro. Like it's yeah. But in any event, before I get to that, man, I have to say something, man. I gotta say something, bro. Let me take a swig of H2O before I say it. Mm. I had put something on my WhatsApp status. Uh, it might have been Monday as I was traveling when it was fresh in my mind. And this one goes out to all of my Caribbean people from New York City. Okay. All of it. I got love for y'all. All of my Jamaicans, the Trinis, the Guyanese people, the Bajans, Haitian, all of y'all. I got love for all of y'all, man. For real. I really do. I really do.
Feel
But
like a dunk is coming right now, though.
bro,
I feel like it's
let me
the
tell
calm
you
before
something.
the storm.
Let me tell you something, man. There is no more of a miserable person in New York City than a Caribbean person that works at fucking JFK Airport, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro.
Now that
I,
you mention it, yeah,
bro,
I can
bro,
see it.
bro. And Caribbean people, I got love for you. And I had an argument with a few people on WhatsApp when I posted it. The Caribbean people, I'm not gonna say all of them. I'm not gonna put everybody in the same boat. I'm not gonna say all of y'all, but 98% of y'all that work at JFK Airport are fucking miserable as hell. Dude, you can't even get out the car for the fucking departure gate without being cursed at by some fucking Guyanese person or traffic monitor. You have to go around. You have to go. I'm like, miss, I'm getting my suitcase out of the truck. You gotta go around. Like, yo, would you shut the fuck up while I get my suitcase out the trunk?
You give me a goddamn second, lady.
Yeah, you can't. Mind you, and I shit you not. This happened on a Monday midday. There was no one else out there.
Just you.
I, all right. I might be over exaggerating. There was maybe 4 other cars out there. I stopped in the middle of the road. You can't stop here. You have to go around. I'm like, miss, I'm getting my fucking luggage out of the goddamn car. Are you kidding me? And
Oh man.
I entertained her the first time she said it, but then after like the second, third, fourth, and fifth time, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking ignore this bitch because what is she gonna do?
I'm getting my fucking suitcase regardless.
I'm like,
It's happening.
what is she gonna call the police? Like, what the fuck is she gonna do? Like
Right.
serious, you're gonna call the FBI that I'm taking too long getting my goddamn
I took
suitcase?
7 seconds instead of 5.
Yo, bro, it's you know. Then you get inside and you go to the baggage claim. They got attitudes at the baggage claim. It's like, miss, you're not even lifting up my suitcase and putting it on the fucking conveyor. I'm not even asking you to do that. Why are you so angry?
It's
And
like what was it, Big Daddy? It's like your dad's not here to hurt you anymore.
yo, bro, you get to the fucking the conveyor belt. They just have this stink ass look on his face. It's like, miss, people are about to board an airplane to go travel somewhere, go on vacation or something. You just you can't. I'm not listen. I'm not gonna say you got to stand there and smile like an idiot, but at least have a hello, good
Hey,
morning,
have a
good
good
morning,
one.
good morning, good morning. Yeah, please place your bag on the. But you're just standing there with this fucking like a gargoyle, just fucking standing there, just angry, bro. Just fucking angry. Then you put your shit on the conveyor belt. Then, I get on the TSA pre-check. And for those of you who don't have TSA pre-check, you better get your life together, man. Standing on those fucking 2-hour security check lines, you must be out of your goddamn mind. You better get TSA pre-check, bro. You get on the fucking TSA pre-check line, the lady that's checking the TSA pre-check got an attitude. It's like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Then you go up to the lady with the thing. She's like, "Can you stand in front of the monitor?" It's like, oh, ew,
Damn, bitch.
what the fuck is wrong with you? And True story. I go through the TSA pre-check. I put my duffel bag on the conveyor belt. I go through the little magnometer, and I shit you not, this is all my kids. I get selected for the random fucking
Right down.
I get no, I get selected for the random fucking secure thing where you gotta put
Oh,
your
yeah.
hands over, and then to top it all off, I go through the shit. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I step through. Not only was I selected for the random secure thing, I get selected for the ion scan. I looked at the fucking screen. They had a red box over my fucking dick and balls and my ass. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I could tell the dude,
You left your chastity belt on for
yeah,
vacation.
I could tell the dude who notified me, I could tell he really didn't want to do it because he was like, he goes, yeah, you've been, I got to, do the groin check with the back of my hand, which I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I got to, pat you down with the back of my hand across your groin area and your rear and your inner thigh. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I got on sweatpants, dude. So everything is like ultra sensitive. So every fucking rub that he does, I feel. And I'm like, yo, I can't get a chub right now because then I'd be gay. So he's fucking doing his check and shit. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's really like rubbing my
Just
balls.
really fondling my.
Yo, he was fucking going in, bro. He's fucking rubbing across my shit and around my ass. And he's like, all right, sir, okay, we're done. So I'll go to grab my bag and I grab my bag and I turn to him and I go, well, what time we going to dinner later? I swear to God. So I go, well, what time we going to dinner later? So, he kind of chuckles. And of course, the fucking Caribbean TSA agent working next to him turns around. She goes, excuse me, excuse me. I was like, listen, I'm not even going to fucking entertain this bitch. I'm just going to walk away. Before they fucking toss me out of here like Eddie Murphy in fucking Beverly Hills Cop when they threw him out the window. I was like, let me get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, that's
That was me
hilarious, bro.
fucking telling a joke.
Telling a fucking joke at TSA.
Oh, God. That shit was horrible. Then, you get through and you go find your gate and all of this other shit. And I always, what always like stresses me out before I get on the plane? Because I got to get a snack for the plane, bro.
You
gotta.
have to, yeah.
What is
Some
your
type
go
of
to?
drink or something.
What is your
Something.
go to pre flight snack?
A Dr. Pepper
Mm-hmm.
and some type of candy like Sour Patch Kids or Butterfingers, something like that.
Fucking Sour Patch Kids, bro.
Or a bag of Chex Mix Bold.
Some weird options, bro.
Yeah, man, that's the go-to.
Yo, you got the diet of a dude on death row. But it's your last meal. I want a Dr. Pepper, Sour Patch Kids, and trail mix. What? What? You Hannibal Lecter? What the fuck is
A
wrong
little
with you?
Whopper and some fries on that
Oh
will
my
be good.
God. But I went to the little fucking concession deal that they had. I think I made a bad choice, bro. Of all things, I picked up combos. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, what's the go-to combos?
Um, I'm a pepperoni fan, the pepperoni
Okay.
pizza, but they didn't have that, so I had to settle for the pizza, the pretzel pizza shit.
Yeah, the green bag, right? That's my
Yeah,
go-to.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then as I'm eating them right before I boarded the plane, I'm saying to myself, I don't know if this was a wise choice. I don't know if this was a I don't know
In
if
an
this was a good.
enclosed space for.
Yeah, because it got that cheese and the fucking and I'm saying this to myself as I'm eating it. I'm looking at the bag and I'm gonna see the sign that says real cheese inside. And I'm like, oh man, I might have fucked up here. And as soon as I get on the plane, I always take the window seat.
Right.
Have to. of course, on the whole flight is booked. And
Right.
I'm sitting there, and then I can't even do like one of those phantom farts because you got people sitting right next to you, and it's like, God damn it, I can't even sneak one out because then you try to. It's always when you try to sneak that shit out, it's the loudest one.
The loudest one you've ever had in your entire life.
You
Yeah.
try to go like try to be quiet, and you just say, I'm like, oh shit, you know.
Like, bro, help me out here, bro.
Like, oh man. That shit is nothing worse than when you really got it. Didn't that shit be
Yeah.
that sharp gas pain, and you're like, oh, I gotta let this shit
You're
out.
like, I have to at this point. I have to.
Oh God. Mm. But anyway, yeah. So you know, did that and plane ride was pretty good. The trip overall was you know, it really came full circle, man, because when my brother first went, well, when my brother and my mother first went up there, man, my brother was in the first grade,
Wow.
if I'm not mistaken. You know,
Wow. And also big congrats to Evan.
thank you, man.
Big congrats.
You
Like
know,
graduating high school is a big thing. To many, many more successes. Like, congratulations, big dog.
yeah, man, it was a trip, bro. It was a trip, man. And on his actual graduation day,
Mhm.
you know, once the ceremony was over, yo, he just had this look on his face the whole time. He was, enjoying the company of his friends and whatnot, but he just had this look on his face like he was not excited at all to be graduating, right?
Really.
Yeah. So, and I don't mean like he wasn't excited, like he had a look like he was nervous or sad or anything like that. It was kind of a look like, I just want to get this shit over with kind of look.
Got you.
So when he came off the stage and, everyone kind of like dispersed and was going their separate ways, he stepped off and I gave him a hug and I told him, I said, yo, listen, man, it's okay to enjoy this moment. Like,
Mhm.
it's okay to be happy and feel proud and whatnot. And he said something to me, man, which when he said it, I don't know if I told you what he said.
Mm-mm.
Yo, man, he said something to me and it kind of took me aback, man, and it threw me for a loop, kind of. I said, yo, man, I said it's okay to be excited and smile like you did this, man. Be happy.
Mhm.
And without missing a beat, he says right back at me, he goes, job's not finished. Yo, yo, without skipping a fucking beat. I said, all right, man, you just fucking graduated high school. Happy, be happy, man.
Right.
Enjoy. He goes, job's not finished. I said, all right,
I
I said,
appreciate the mindset. Yeah, man.
yo, and yo, bro, it threw me back to when Kobe said that shit and that interview during the
Yep.
finals,
During the
bro.
finals. Yep.
And
He's
yo,
like,
it
what's there
was,
to be happy about? Job's not done.
bro, and it was crazy that he said it. And I was like, yo, so what? You gonna stick around? You want to hang out with your friends? He said, nah, we could go back to the house. I'm good. I was like, all right. So we went back to the crib, had a friend come over or whatnot. And later on that night they had some big senior this was I guess this is like the main thing.
Mhm.
The senior class rented out a YMCA till like 4 a.m.
Okay.
which I'm not gonna lie, in hindsight, I'm like, yo, that actually sounds pretty fucking dope having your entire senior class. Bro, it had a pool, rock climbing wall, fucking gym,
Oh, that's
outdoor.
dope. Like,
It
I,
had
I thought it was just like a hall in the YMCA, but like the whole
no, the
YMCA, that's cool.
whole thing
That's dope.
open to them, bro. The whole thing was open to them till like fucking 4 a.m., man.
That's
And
awesome.
he left with his boy like around like I think like 6:30 to go. And he called he called me like 3:30 in the morning. He's like, yo, could you come get me? I was like, yeah. And I went
I
up.
got you. Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I got you, man. And I went and you know, and yo, he had a great time, man. And you know,
that's awesome.
it felt good, man. It felt good seeing that, and it's just wild the optics of it. And I'm looking at his whole graduating class, and I'm like, yo, he's legitimately the only black kid in this whole
Damn,
fucking.
that's crazy.
And he told me something that kind of blew my shit, man. He said that he was the first black kid to graduate from that school in 7 years.
Wow. Wow.
Fucking
That's
crazy,
crazy.
bro.
That's crazy,
Fucking,
bro.
fucking crazy. And, you know, like that to me is like, all right, well, you did that shit there. That means you could go anywhere and be good.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could go to uh 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 any setting and
Succeed. Yep.
you know, and you know he'll be starting Buffalo Buffalo State in a handful of months, and you know
Nice. That's awesome.
it'll be exciting to watch that journey, man. And
Hey, if he's got a game on a Saturday and Bill's got a game on a Sunday, we might have to make a weekend of it, bro.
I told him too because I was like, "Yo, you gonna get a job up there?" He's like, "Yeah, I think I might get a job at Lululemon." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, yeah, because you know they give free clothes and all of that. I'm like, "Yo, man, fuck that." I said, "Yo, get a job at Highmark Stadium. Like, hook a brother up, yo."
Right.
He was like, "Yeah, I'll think
Stop being
about it."
selfish.
Yeah, I'm like, "Yo, come on, bro. Like, don't be stupid,
Right.
dummy." You know, but
Or
you
that
know,
that food truck that was outside. That spot was that spot was
yeah,
dope.
yeah, man. We gotta figure some things out for this upcoming season, man. I definitely would love to get out to another game, even if it's a road one.
Mm.
But anyway,
Did you see just before we jumped on the show, Rafael Devers was traded to the San Francisco Giants from the Red Sox?
really,
Yep.
that's the dude that didn't want to change his position and all of that shit.
Yep.
How old is he?
Um, hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I think he's like 27.
Oh, that was a dumb move. That was a dumb move on the
He's
behalf of the Red
28.
Sox. Yeah, that was a
28.
dumb move. That was a dumb move because you know what's going to happen. Depending on how many years he has left on his contract, he's not going to re-sign with the Giants, and he's going to go back to a team that he's going to have great success with.
I don't know. Um I think he just got a contract extension with the Red Sox.
That's I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
was in like the middle of a a 10-year deal that he had with the Red Sox.
That don't
And
make no
now
sense.
he'll finish out that deal with the Giants.
That don't make any sense, bro. I don't understand that. I really don't. But you know, I'm pretty sure that'll come out to bite them in the ass. It typically does.
They have a game next weekend. They have a series in San Francisco. Red Sox and Giants. I was like, oh well, that's extremely fitting.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah,
Foolish, man.
yeah.
Foolish. I'm trying to think about whatever the hell else is going on, man.
The NBA Finals is tied up at 2.
Who
We
you going
got.
for?
I'm going for the Pacers. I watch the McAfee show all the time, and they always got Halliburton, and they're from
Hmm.
Indianapolis, right there. So you kind of get like that hometown bias.
Right,
And
right,
once they
right.
beat the Knicks, it was like, all right, you got to root for somebody. Might as well be the guys that you're listening to every day.
I don't know, man. Indy got too many light skinned motherfuckers on their team. It's too many fucking light skinned motherfuckers is ruining the NBA. Ruining it. I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, we went to the local. minor league baseball team around here.
Shout out to the Renegades.
Shout out to the Renegades. The difference in diversity between the Red Sox minor league team that they were playing and the Renegades team, I was like, okay, we got a lot of light-skinned Latinos and a bunch of white boys, and the other team was mixed all together. I was like, all right, well, here we go.
Oh my God, man. Well, listen, I don't know, man. I know well, one, baseball has never, I'm not gonna say has never, but it's not really tapped into the hood, man, for whatever reason.
No,
I know when we were younger, it was kind of like a thing, man, but you don't see too many baseball leagues in the hood now, bro.
no,
Everything is a basketball. But
or
you know what?
football.
But you know
There's
what,
so
man?
many football leagues too.
You know what though? And I forgot who I heard this from. Um, Basketball is a poor sport. Basketball and soccer are poor sport. When I say poor sports, I mean all you need to play basketball is a ball and a fucking
Basket. Yep.
milk carton.
Yep.
Or and same thing with soccer. All you need is a ball and this. As to with baseball, you got to get a baseball bat. You got to get a glove.
You need at
Football, you
least 18.
right,
Yeah.
right. With football, same thing. You need a helmet. You need pads. Who's paying for all
Hmm.
of this shit? Most of the fucking basketball programs, everything is like very little to none, unless you're going on like a travel team or some shit like that.
And then there's hockey, which is even worse because you need
Exactly.
all the equipment plus the ice time.
Exactly.
Like that's
Exactly.
why
You
you
know,
don't see much diversity up there. It's gotten better, don't get me wrong, but
and you find a
yeah.
basketball court in damn near every neighborhood, rich or poor. They got a
Bro,
basketball.
me and wifey were talking about this the other day. You remember how every elementary school would have a baseball field for the most part? Like
Hmm.
every elementary school had its own baseball field. Now you don't see that anymore. They're all
See,
either
I'm
covered
trying to
up
think.
or
I'm trying to think if mine had one. I'm pretty sure Ben, when he's listening to this, he'll fucking correct me. Like I remember my school, we had a big ass what do you call that? Big ass schoolyard. And
right,
we had the layout for like the baseball, the bases and
right.
all this stuff. We
Hmm.
didn't have grass or nothing like that. Everything was like
Right, but you had the layout for it.
you had the layout
Hmm.
for it, and obviously we would play, whatever and kickball and all that other stuff. But yeah, man.
But I know up here for me, every elementary school had its own baseball field, and it was upkept. Like
Well,
you played on that.
excuse me, you rich motherfuckers. Motherfucker, we got a baseball field. Move have that shit in the city, you fucking selfish bastard. Yo, you hear that shit, bro? Yo, and we were talking about this at the flag the other day.
Oh shit.
When let me ask you a question. Did you have junior prom?
No, because I was in Spain, so I didn't have a
See,
prom.
there we go. I was in fucking Spain. Yo, you
I
see these
didn't I
kids,
didn't
bro?
have a prom. We had
Oh,
like a senior trip where I mean our graduating class was 18 kids. Dead
for
ass.
real?
Yeah, it was a private English school
Bro,
in
I'm gonna
Spain.
ask you this, man, and I don't want you to take offense.
Go ahead.
Were you in special ed?
No, I wasn't in special. I left the US after my sophomore year. I did 1 year in Mallorca and then I did my last year in Spain. In
I'm
Madrid.
I'm only asking because if you and the New York City school kids, they know this. If you were in a class that had like 6 or 7 kids, you in fucking special ed, bro. And I'm saying this because my cousin Jamel was in one of those classes, and the motherfucker swore, but he wasn't in special ed. I was like, no, motherfucker, you and kids was in this class wearing fucking helmets like this. I was like, yo, nigga, you in special ed. How you in high school and you got nap time, motherfucker? It's special. Oh God.
It's movie hour, all right? But we're gonna unwind.
Oh, bro. We're yo, you in the 11th grade. Why are you coloring, motherfucker? What are you doing, bro? You know this is not supposed to. Yo, you nigga, you in special ed, bro. That motherfucker over there eating crayons in your class, bro. You in special ed, dog. But in all of it, like it's only up here, and I see that the kids up here just had it. Junior prom. I never even
Hmm.
knew that there was a such thing as a fucking junior
Yep.
prom. You know,
Yep.
and
Junior
then there
prom, and then for they have a senior banquet.
senior banquet.
Yeah.
See, I don't
Yeah,
have
man.
that
I
anymore.
went through this
That's wild.
literally like 4 years ago. Like it was junior prom. I'm getting all those notifications now and your Facebook memories that you put up. And then
Oh
like
man.
senior graduation, like it's wild, man.
See, this is why people out that live in the five boroughs have such a distinct look about people that live outside. Because motherfuckers just privileged. You see, don't look out here this. They had baseball fields with cut grass, all this nice shit. Like all you had a yellow school bus when you
I
when
did have a yellow school bus. Yep.
we didn't have none of that shit, bro. You got your ass on the city train or the city bus.
See, now when I went to okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but when I went to Madrid, it was I had to take the bus and I had to take the train to school. But I was also going to my private English school in Madrid. So it's not really like, oh yeah.
Tell you, man, motherfuckers is privileged, bro. Straight yeah,
No. So like, okay, so that school, it was a private English school, and the tuition was
did you wear a uniform?
uh so after 10th grade you don't have to wear a uniform. You have to come like business casual, like you can wear jeans, but you got to have like a polo or something like that. But I did have to have a uniform for PE. Everybody did have to wear a uniform for PE.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Motherfuckers lead a privileged life, bro.
Like these kids, bro, these kids had chauffeurs that would bring them to school. Like they're rolling up in like Mercedes and shit. And here comes my ass walking off the bus. And like my school was covered through my parents' job. So it's not like it was coming out of our pocket for it. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't have this type of money.
Y'all motherfuckers was loaded, bro. Loaded. What kind of school lunch were y'all eating?
It was regular school lunch. It wasn't like crazy. It wasn't like, oh,
What the
here's
fuck
your
is what the fuck is regular school lunch in Spain?
like sometimes you'd have like
Ribs.
burgers. You'd have burgers and fries every once in a while, but you'd have like more of the local stuff.
We had baked chicken legs, lasagna, arroz con adules.
No, that's PR. When I was in PR as a kid, it was like,
Oh
you
my
had
god.
arroz con habichuela, like you had everything on your metal tray. Like it looked like you were going
I
through
wish
the
I could see
fucking
you
prison line.
living. I wish I could see you living in high school in Spain, bro. That shit must have been amazing. Had fresh catch of the day for lunch. Motherfuckers pulling fish right out the water.
No, the one school in Mallorca, my high school was literally 2 blocks from the beach. So there'd be like times on a Friday we'd get out of class and everybody bring their trunks and whatever, and we'd all go down and chill at the beach.
We kind of had something like that at Beach Channel because we was surrounded by the fucking beach, but motherfuckers wasn't going to no beach on the regular, man, because you fucking around, step on a hypodermic needle or some
Oh
shit.
yeah,
You
that
have to
that beach is different. Yeah.
have to explain that to your parents how you caught HIV during recess. You ain't trying to hear that shit. Oh man, but yeah, man. I don't know, man. These kids, they got it so good, bro. They got it so fucking good, man. They really do. And you know what? I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm really not mad at it because this is what we strive for every day, man. This is
I saw a quote the other day that made me think of that. It said, "You're give your kid the life you wanted as a kid."
yeah,
Like the
absolutely.
life we always like dreamed of, like, oh, when I get older, I'm gonna do this, or when I was a kid, I wish I could do this. Like, give them that, but also teach them they gotta earn shit, and you gotta like don't just hand it to them. Give them the life that you wish for, but don't take away the hardship that you had to go through that made you you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's it's a trip, bro. It really is, man. It really is a trip, and you know, we work hard, bro. We
Yeah,
bust our
man.
ass every fucking day. I know we said this last show for everyone that's listening, man. I know we not kicking out these episodes as much as we used to, but it's really just work, man.
Yeah, man.
It's it's work and it's everyday life, man. And every week is something new, bro.
Yeah.
Every week is something fucking new.
It's a different beast. Every week seems like it's got its different villain or different you know, little
But you know what?
adversities you gotta go through.
But you know what? I don't complain,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't. I
I've
don't.
I've learned that I've learned that over the last year. Like the complaining, it don't do nothing. Like kill it with positivity and like make apples out of oranges. Like whatever analogy you want to use, like just get through it positively. Like
Yeah, man. It's
stressing out over it isn't gonna make it better.
that, and
Like,
it's always somebody out there that got it way worse than you.
yeah, man.
So that's another reason why I don't fucking complain. Oh, I gotta go to work tomorrow. You know what? I'm grateful. I'm
Right.
waking up tomorrow and got a fucking job to go to.
Hmm.
You know,
It's
and
true.
I also this is another thing that kind of happened when I was when I was away. This actually happened the day that I was leaving. I stopped at my mom's job just to give her like a proper like goodbye, like hug and kiss and everything like that.
Hmm.
Because I was asleep when she had left for work that Thursday morning, and I got to her job, and my mom, she's been in like the education field forever. Right
Hmm.
now, she's at an elementary school up there, and I pulled up to her job, and she was out at recess with her class, and so I pull up. She's like, "Oh, come inside the gate or whatever." I'll go inside the gate, and I just get flooded by like 25 of these tiny, tiny children, bro. Just one little girl fucking wrapped her arms and legs around my foot and like would not let me go. I was like, I felt like Shaq in a midget village or some shit like that. I was like,
Hello, little children.
it was great. Like they flooded me, bro. I was like, yo, this is
That's
wild.
hilarious.
And one little kid was like, "Oh, Tag, you're in!" And was like running, and I was like, "I'm not chasing you, bro."
Like I can't begin to tell you how that's not happening right now.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm running after you right now. On so many levels. Not to mention the fact that I'll fucking sprain my fucking back. Either that'll happen or somebody will be driving around and see my big black ass chasing a little white kid across the field and call the fucking police or something like, or shoot me or some shit. Like, that was Bigfoot. And, all the kids, they were just real fucking excited, man. And it was
He's
so,
attacking the children. Oh shit.
oh man, but I say that to say this, man. It kind of gave me a sense of, by the grace of God, what I want to do if I decide to work after
Mm,
um after my career is God willing through in these next few years, man. I've always wanted to work with like little, and I mean like small, like children. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because to me, there's no greater joy than being around small kids like that, man. Because they just so like they're so vibrant, man, and like
Yeah. There's
they
no preconceived notions.
right,
Like it's a
right,
pureness and
right,
innocence,
right.
like, yeah.
And it's just something about that that I want to protect. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I just want to be around. Like I just like so innocent. You know what I'm saying? Oh, can you
Hmm.
push me on the swing and all of this other shit? And I I say that now, but you know I'm almost certain at some point I'm gonna be around somebody's fucking kid. I'm gonna be like,
Let's let's think about a different post career, Joe.
I'm gonna fucking kick the shit out this little motherfucker. You know, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It really got me to thinking, bro. It really got me to thinking. And you know, we'll see what happens. But I got back when I got back on Thursday, man. You know, and that's another thing, man. You see how much it affects your kids to be away from them.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I got back, I got out my car in the parking lot. My kids were at their flag games, and my daughter was the first one to see me. And you know the setup at Lassa.
Yeah.
As I was coming around the concession stand, as soon as I turned around that little corner, you know, my daughter just like she was going to get something, and she saw me and ran up and jumped in my. She's like, "Dad!" You know,
That's awesome.
and then I was walking um, to see my son's game. Uh, Maria, Jimmy's wife. Shout out to my boy Jimmy. She was saying to him, she goes, "Yo, she was crying because she missed you." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah." She started crying early after the game. She was like, "Oh, I miss my dad and all this other shit." And I'm like,
Hmm.
that just goes to show you that I'm doing something right."
Yeah, man.
You know?
You don't realize how much we affect their everyday
Right.
as to when we're not there. You know what I mean? Like it's such an impact that the little things we do that we think are insignificant to them, it means so much more.
Word, word up, man. You
Like
know?
I did yesterday for the normally during Father's Day weekend, we'll try to like hit a game, like me and the boys or whatever. And this year I bought this hat and on the inside I put Father's Day 25.
Nice, bro. You gonna do that
Like
every year?
I want to do it every year now. Like as a thing like, we ain't gonna be here forever. Like
Mm,
pass it down, show them like, yeah, dad kept these because it meant a lot to him, like
I
starting
like
that
that,
different
bro.
little tradition.
I like that, man. I
Mm.
like that, man. So what did you do today? Like, what's everything that you did? Just chilled
Today,
out?
today, man, I felt like a teenager again. Woke up late, chilled on the sofa, played some video games, watched some baseball. Like,
Jerked off?
no,
That's the only
I,
thing you didn't do.
I grilled some steaks and we just kicked it. It was good times, man. How about you?
Respect. Um, woke up, went to the kids' games. After that, we drove down to Paramus, hit up H Mart, which is like one of my
Nice.
favorite spots to get some fucking food. Ordered a unnecessary amount of food. Yo, I've been wasting so much food lately. I've been feeling like an asshole.
Really?
Yeah, I've been wasting so much food, man. Yesterday we went to Brothers Barbecue. I got food that I'm not even gonna finish because they give you crazy amount of portions
Hmm.
at fucking Brothers Barbecue. Shout out to
Yeah.
them.
Big shout out.
Um, man, and I came back, I came back home, passed out on the couch till like 5:30 and been fighting sleep ever since, which is why at the commencement of this show, I'm gonna more than likely be knocked
Passed
out.
out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm fighting demons right now as we speak, bro.
That's
I'm
crazy.
fighting demons right now, man. But I don't know. I had a great Father's Day, bro.
That's awesome.
I can't even complain, man. I don't require much. Do you hear that vacuum going on? Or is that just me
No,
that hears? Okay,
mm-mm.
good.
No, you're good.
You know, I don't know, bro. We chilling out, man. I don't have many wants, anything like that. You know, just appreciating being here, appreciating
Yeah,
life,
man.
man, and trying to think, is there anybody else I want to shout out or anything like that outside of again my brother Evan for that accomplishment, and to all of the anyone who's graduating
Yeah,
high school this year or have like a significant educational milestone, graduating college, shout out to you. I also want to point out, I don't know the gentleman's names. Yesterday, I don't know if I told you, we went to what was it yesterday? No, Friday, I'm sorry. They had the New York State high school track and field
right.
championships
Hmm.
in Middletown. And my cousin invited me out, and I had no idea it was such a big fucking ordeal, bro. We
Really?
got yo, bro. We got to the parking lot and the whole shit was shut down. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and y'all saw
That's their
people,
track and field? Come on.
bro, bro. I'm like, because when we got there at first, I thought it was just his school going up against Middletown.
Oh,
I
right.
didn't, I didn't know, I didn't know what was going on.
Hmm.
So I'm seeing people walking up and down the road, and I'm like, I'm not walking this entire shit to. I'm like, and then there's no way all of these people are just going to like track and field. Like, there's no way.
Right.
So we wound up parking eventually. It wasn't bad of a trek, but then we get there, yo, I see like 200 tents of all of these different New York high schools. I see, yo, bro, I'm talking about schools from Buffalo,
Shit.
Schenectady, fucking yo, all of these schools, man, Albany, Syracuse, Bishop Lockland, um, um, Washingtonville, obviously, all of the Orange County schools, all of the Hudson Valley, all like every school was out there.
That's
Every
crazy.
fucking school was out there. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I had no idea this was happening. So, we get there and you see and hear all of the events going on. They got
Mhm.
shot put going on, they got high jump, they got pole vaulting, they got
Right.
javelin, they got all of this stuff going on. So I meet up with my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Curtis, and his athlete. I know his athlete got first place on Friday. I don't know the standings that he got on Saturday. I got to ask him about that. I know Washingtonville, two kids. They wound up
Yeah.
winning the championship. Uh, but yo, man,
Washingtonville's always had a very strong track and field team.
really? See, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
the last couple of years they've had like top finishers in
Wow,
states. Yeah.
wow,
Hmm.
wow. That's pretty dope, man. And so I'm watching all of these kids, man, and link up with him. And he takes me and the family up into the stands. He's like, "Yo, let's watch. You want to watch?" I was like, "Hell yeah, we here." So we're watching these kids run. Yo, let me tell you something, bro. Even when I was a teenager, it was if I were to train my whole life, I couldn't run that fast.
Yeah.
These kids were running so fucking fast, bro.
It's wild. It's insane, bro.
Dog,
Absolutely insane.
dog. There were kids that were running so fast that their hair was like frozen in the air, like just retarded, bro. Just retarded.
That's wild.
And then not to mention the ones who were running at top speed, jumping hurdles. And I'm already in my mind like, yeah, it's no way I could do that shit, bro.
Right. Yeah. No, hurdles. No way.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what stopped Big O's from doing track. He
bro.
was doing like the little tryout thing and he tripped going over the hurdles. and people laughed, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm never fucking doing it again. Never fucking doing it again."
Nah, man, I'm
I was
good.
dying.
I'm good. Give me one of those shot puts or
Right.
or javelin. I'll
Give me
I'll
a
give that shit a
discus.
try. Yeah,
Yeah.
give me a discus, which even that shit, like, how the fuck are they throwing these frisbees
Right.
up?
How many times did he spin around? What the hell?
Oh my God, man. And and my kids are watching this shit, and you know, it's funny because like especially my son, like he's watching this and he's not like overly amazed because I'm looking in his eyes and I know he's thinking like, I could do that.
I can
And then
fucking
my
run faster than this guy. This guy sucks. Serious?
that was my cousin. He says, "Yeah, I was in gym. They did my time the other day. I ran 40 yards in like 4.2 seconds." And my cousin was like, "What?" Shit. He was like, I said, "Shut the fuck up. I did not run 40 yards." And what do you I said, Mason, if you ran a
I
four
ran
two,
I ran a 4.2, Dad. Get
I'm
off
like,
my ass.
if you ran a 4.240 right now at 11 years old, I'm gonna quit my job because there's no way you're not gonna get a fucking contract
Right.
in the
We're not
NFL.
doing anything else but training you for the
Right.
NFL.
Come on, stop it, bro. These fucking kids are so delusional.
4.2, Dad.
So I
Faster
said,
than faster than Derrick Henry.
yeah, yeah, okay. All right, man. I mean, listen, and I'm like, dude, I said, I know you're fast. Don't get me wrong. But let's chill. You're faster than the other kids that you play football with because most of
Right.
them on the day to day are sitting at home eating snacks and video
Right.
games, and you doing other shit. But let's not get it twisted. These kids are, dude, they're
This is
legends.
what they do.
This is all they do.
Right.
This is all they do. Like it's nothing to them, But I don't know, man. It was that shit was crazy. And shout out to all of those youth athletes, man. And
Yeah, man.
I saw a lot of them. They were, upset. So a few of them broken down crying because they had scouts out there. A few of them fell during their competition, and
That sucks, man.
we stayed for the relays, which is like the main event type shit.
Mhm.
Um, and even that, man, it's wild, bro. It was just a fun thing to watch, man. And I was glad we got out there to see it. And
That's dope.
but it's all good, man. You see, I'm sitting here
That's
fucking
cool.
yawning and shit. We getting old, bro. We getting old,
We getting
man.
old, man.
Ain't no staying up breaking night and all of this other shit. I
Mm-mm.
remember I could stay up late a night before work, get 2 hours of sleep, go in and do a double like it was nothing. Now my body's like, yeah, all right, nigga.
We're not doing that today.
We not doing that today. You try to wake up early if you want to.
We're getting out that goddamn bed.
Nah, that shit ain't happening, bro. That shit is not happening. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. Trying to think what else is going on in the world of sports. Nothing else really other than fucking
Yeah, it's
baseball and
baseball, hockey right now. Basketball's coming to an end. Both of those are in their finals.
right.
And
You know,
then, we'll have baseball and then college football's coming out soon. They
right.
already announced the new game. They also released the trailer to the new Madden. So like those two are things to start looking forward to for all the gamers out there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't think
And
it's
then
a
we got some big movies I think coming out soon, right? Like Fantastic Four is supposed to be coming out. I
you
know
laughing.
they announced Spaceballs 2 the other day.
I heard that, man. I
Yeah.
heard that, man. I hope well, obviously not John Candy, but they should be, hopefully they be able to get most of the original cast.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here,
I heard a lot of them are already signed on for it.
nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Even Rick Moranis, he's coming out of retirement.
I'm
Yeah.
very glad that you brought this up, man, because you jogged my memory. I'm gonna say two things right quick.
Hmm.
I'm laughing on the onset because me and the wife have been trying to go see Mission Impossible for since it came out. We bought tickets twice
Hmm.
to go see it, and about an hour before the show, each time we looked at each other and was like, "Let's just chill. Let's just
We're
chill.
not going anywhere.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. One of those times I wasn't even able to get my fucking refund back because we waited too long.
Oh,
I
damn.
was like, y'all could keep the $24.
Right.
Whatever. Fucking bastards. But anyway, I'm gonna make this last point and then we could wrap this up, man, because I'm so glad that you jogged my memory about this. Tyler Perry, bro.
Mhm.
There's a movie on Netflix right now with Taraji P. Henson called Straw.
Wifey was watching that the other day. Yeah.
Did she tell you what she thought about it?
I didn't ask. I had asked her about the show, but I didn't ask what she thought of it.
Oh God. People have been raving about this fucking movie.
Hmm.
I need to I need to find these people because everything is acclaimed, right?
Hmm.
Everything
Right.
is, word of mouth. That movie set black people back about 500 fucking years, bro. I'm being honest, man.
That bad.
Bro, bro. That movie was so fucking bad. It was so bad. Spoiler alert, because I'm gonna spoil it for you. You're not gonna watch it, bro. I know you.
Right.
You're not gonna fucking watch it. Okay. And for those of you who haven't watched it, you might as well fucking end the show now and come back after you've watched it. I'm letting you know. Prior to watching this movie,
Hmm.
I had found out that my aunt, who is, very, you know, prolific church going person,
Hmm.
she doesn't really care for Tyler Perry too much.
Okay.
Right. And after doing a little investigating, I found out why. And once I found her reasoning as to why she doesn't really care for Tyler Perry, I was inclined to agree with her.
Okay.
Because the majority of Tyler Perry movies, black women just be looking bad, bro. Just bad. Just bad, bad,
Yeah,
bad,
I see it.
bad. Not to mention, always got to have some undercover gay black dude in the fucking movie for some reason. Whatever. It is what it is.
Right.
But now on to this movie Straw. The only positive note that I saw in this movie was that he gave Sinbad a role. And shout out to Sinbad,
I did see that there was a nod to Sinbad in this
right.
movie. Right.
He gave him a minor role. Sinbad has been dealing with some health things as of late, man. He's one of our legends, bro. Um, sad to see
Man,
him in
I
this.
love Sinbad movies, man.
Yeah, man. It's sad to see him in this predicament, man. But he is one of our legends. So I
Hmm.
shout out to Tyler Perry for that.
Right.
Um, Everything outside of that, though, from start to finish,
Hmm.
gosh, the woman is in the ghetto, and the
Hmm.
woman, I mean Tyler P. Henson, or what the fuck is her name?
Taraji.
Taraji P. That's like Tyler P. Henson. Such a fucking idiot. Taraji P. Henson. She wakes up. She's laying in bed with her daughter. Her daughter has a medical issue, and they're poor. And the girl is like, "Oh, they're making fun of me at school because I can't afford lunch." Okay, all right. So she drops the girl off at school. She goes to work. She's a cashier, and she's getting shitted on by the black manager who's like, "You bitch and you fucking lazy hoe," and all this other shit. And it's like, "Oh, okay, goddamn, all right." She's
Right.
getting a call from the school. "Oh, we need to talk to you." And now ACS is taking her daughter. She needs to cash her check. They won't let her cash. Everything is just misery.
Right.
Everything is fucking misery, right? She gets back to the apartment. The landlord threw her shit on the curb. It's raining now all of a sudden in the movie. It wasn't a cloud in the sky the whole fucking movie. Now she gets to her apartment building. It's raining and
Torrential downpour.
right now she's screaming. "Ah!" She's literally has a point in the movie. She's like, "Ah! Ah!" What? And I'm watching this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, why would Taraji P. Henson take this role
Right,
in this movie? She had a point in there. She started out in Baby Boy, right?
right.
She
Hmm.
she had a slow burn. She took off. She
Yeah.
was in all of these other great movies. She was in what was the show that was on Channel 5 with her and Terrence Howard? The music show, whatever the hell that name
Uh,
was.
right. Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Right? She had the role in the movie where she played the lady who was helping Nassau with the rockets and all.
Yes, with Kevin Costner and Sheldon.
Phen-
Yeah. Hmm.
Phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
Phenomenal movie. Right? Bro, it was like watching, like, I want you to picture something. I want you to picture seeing Michael Jordan, right? You know what? I'm not even gonna say Michael Jordan. That's kind of disrespectful. Say she's one of the greatest female actresses of all time. It's like seeing Magic Johnson, right? Who played for the Lakers.
Right.
And now you see him traveling with the local town fucking, not even the Harlem Globetrotters, the
Ah,
fucking the Washingtonville whatnots, and they're doing tricks and you're like, why the fuck is Magic Johnson playing? Like, why is he
what the
doing like
hell?
this? Yeah, like
Yeah.
what is happening here? You know? And I'm watching her play this role, and I'm like, this is a horrible fucking movie. Horrible movie. And then to top it all off, you got this chick. Oh my god, who was the chick that was married to Iman Shumpert? The chick with the fucking uh the face like one of those fucking stone temple men. What the fuck is her name?
Hold on. Let me.
Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor. She's playing the lead detective in the fucking movie. The chick is playing this
Uh,
role.
she's the one that looks like the wrestler. What's her name? Jade Cargill.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Dog, dog, dog. I'm sitting there and I'm giving this movie a chance, right?
Mhm.
So fast forward, Taraji P. Henson, I'm gonna tell you what happens. She goes to her boss after he fires her and asks for her last paycheck. He said, "No, bitch, I put it in the mail. You gotta wait for it to come in the mail." She said, "No, it's sitting right there. Can you just give it to me?" It's like, "No, bitch, get the fuck out." This is how he's talking to her for no
Right.
reason. No reason
Right.
he's talking to her. I guess they're trying to build up your compassion for her. No, bitch, get out of here. So while they're having this fucking discussion, these dudes come and they rob him. Oh, give me the fucking money in the safe. Now he's like, oh my God. He's putting the money in the safe. They go to grab something for her, from her. She wrestles the gun from the robber, shoots him, kills him. So at this point, you're like, okay. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm not a movie director, bro. I'm not a
Right.
producer. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, let's not pivot the movie here and turn her into a hero because that's what
That's
she gets.
what it felt like it was going to.
Right.
Right. Hmm.
Let's not do that.
Right.
Let's not make her a hero. Oh, she stopped a robbery. Now she can be like critically acclaimed as like some vigilante
Right.
or something. So she kills the dude, right?
Hmm.
Her ex boss goes, "Oh, you set me up. You did this. You did this. Why the fuck would you do this to me?" She turns the gun and shoots the fucking manager. So I'm like, okay, I don't understand what's happening right now.
Right. It sounds very okay.
So she takes the check after she kills him to the bank across the street with the gun in her hand. And she goes to the teller and she's like, oh, I want you to cash my check. And she still has the gun in her check. And now the teller's like, oh my God, she's robbing us. So they start giving her all of this money and all this other shit. She's like, no, I just want my check. They don't understand what the fuck is happening. And, neither does the viewing audience, at least anyone who has any fucking common sense. I would hope, like me, and is watching this, like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway,
Right.
fast forward. Tiana Taylor shows up on the scene and, they hear a shooting across the street and they call inside the bank. Now they're talking to her. And, Tiana Taylor's talking to Taraji P. Henson, like, oh, listen, you got to calm down and all this other shit and whatever. So they hang up the phone and the police chief comes in and he goes, how do you know how to do this? You're so good. And Tiana Taylor goes, I was a hostage negotiator for the military.
No, no, bro. This can't be real life.
yo,
This can't be real
yo, she
life.
goes, I'm a hostage negotiator for the fucking military. Bro, bro, bro.
Oh my
As
God.
soon as she said that, right? Mind you, I'm watching the shit. This may be like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Wife is asleep on the couch. As soon as she said that, I yell out, I go, are you fucking kidding me? The wife wakes up. She's like, oh, man, what's what happened? I said, are you fucking serious? She was a lead hostage negotiator for the military.
Oh my God. That's horrible.
Bro, and I'm
That's
sitting
horrible
there
writing.
and
Horrible
and
writing.
and I'm watching this, and then I'm looking at them, right? And they have on these fucking vests, right? These bulletproof vests with these big ass velcroed on police shit that's like, the shit is way too big for the fun. And I'm looking at this the whole time, and I'm like, why would Tyler Perry do this? Like, I don't understand what's happening right now. This shit is horrible. Oh, and I didn't mention the fact that after she left the apartment building, hold on, I left out a key part here. After she left the apartment building, it was trying to go back to her job that she left to take care of all this other shit. This random dude cuts her off in traffic and then decides that he's gonna. Then it turned into the fucking Russell Crowe movie uh, where he was like having the road rage shit. The guy fucking,
Oh,
yeah, the guy, it's still raining. The guy fucking does a pit maneuver on her car, right? And now her car is stalled out in the middle of the road. A police officer shows up and she's like, ma'am, is everything all right? She goes, so this guy, he ran me off the road. Then the guy shows up and he's a cop. And then the cop is like, if I ever see you anywhere, I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking head. I better not ever see you anywhere. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Now she's all nervous and all of this other shit. And it was just, there was so much going on. And it was such a bad month. All right, for anyone listening, I'm gonna land the plane right now. This is why I'm saying all of this. Taraji P. Henson is what I thought is one of our top tier black female actresses, at least right now,
right.
right?
hmm I think everybody would agree with you.
She's right up there to me with what's the lady's name? Um the one that was in Fences with Denzel Washington.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
she's up there, bro. She's
Yes.
up there. To me,
hmm
she's up there, right? I know she has an issues like with getting paid. I'm not mad at it. So if it was all about getting the bag from Tyler Perry, hey, I get it.
Do you? Right.
But going back to my point, for her to take this role to me was like, what the fuck is happening? I felt like I was in a simulation, bro. I felt like somebody was playing a joke on me watching this movie. I shit you not.
It's
And you know,
crazy.
and then you had Sherry Shepard. She was the bank manager and all of this other shit. So the name of the movie is Straw. So I guess they were like, she had a mental breakdown and all of this other shit. As it turned out, her daughter had died the day before, and she was having delusions of all of the other shit that happened and all of this other nonsense, right? So they're making her to be a martyr and a hero and all of this other shit.
Mhm.
But at no time after the fact, and I'm going to tie this in here. Here we go with the women and the accountability. At no time did they make it accountable or take her accountability for the fact that she fucking shot somebody for no reason. She killed the guy that was going to rob her. Then she killed her fucking manager for no reason. But no one talks about that. She's a hero. She's a strong woman. She's the strong black woman who just killed this fucking dude. Not they didn't even mention if he had a family, if he had a fucking wife and kid at home who's waiting for him. He was on the phone having a conversation with somebody that was like, "All right, I'll pick you up on Sunday." So I'm assuming he's talking about his kids,
Have a name in the credits. It was just store manager.
bro. And I'm like, so we're not gonna address the fact that she fucking shot this guy for no fucking reason. And I'm supposed to feel
That's
bad for this bitch.
insane.
I'm supposed to feel bad for her. I get it. Her daughter died the day before. Heart goes out to you. You should have fucking stayed home. I'm sorry, I, bro. Now so with all of this said, right?
Mhm.
With all of this said, again, I'm landing the plane here. I'm putting it in the runway. We're gonna be done. When you ask your wife what she thought of that movie, if she goes, "I thought it was really good," bro, I swear to God, I swear to God, bro, you better ask her what was it a good movie. I need to know,
Hit the group chat. Hit the group chat.
bro,
We got questions.
bro, bro. I want to know from somebody who thought that this was a good fucking movie. At what point did you think? And what movie are you referencing that you said that this was a? So what else is a good movie to you? I need to know.
Everything else comes in question.
I need to know what else was a good fucking movie to you. Please tell me,
Right.
because that shit was bad, bro. That shit. It's almost to the point where, bro, I want you to watch it just so you know what the fuck I'm talking
So
about,
is it Tyler Perry's directing that makes it that bad?
bro. His
Or
name is
is
on it,
it like his genre of movies?
bro. His name is on it. I don't know. His name is it's Tyler Perry's Straw. If you go to fucking McDonald's and they promote a new fucking sandwich and you eat it and it tastes like shit, you're gonna say, "Yo, McDonald's had this new fucking sandwich and it tasted like shit." You're not gonna say, "Oh, was it the burger?" Nah, fuck
Right,
that.
right, right.
His name is on it. It's shit.
Got you.
Hold on. Now I'm curious.
But then you had Sinners with Michael B. Jordan,
Fire.
which I heard I haven't seen it. I heard it was amazing.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. They're actually gonna be doing a part two.
A
Okay,
part two,
so I'm
right?
looking on IMDb. It got a 47% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what the fuck that means. It got a 6.5 out of 10, which to me is
Trash. Yeah. Hmm.
no. First of all, 6.5 to me is way too high. That's way too high.
Damn.
Hold on. I'm looking at these reviews here. Hold on. Somebody get look see, and I don't understand this shit. I'm looking at the reviews. Somebody gave it a 4 out of 5. Somebody gave it a 5 out of 5. Who the fuck it? Nick
Why?
S. Great movie. Taraji is excellent. Another 5 out of 5. I just finished this movie for a few minutes. That's so emotional to me. The mother is very kind and show me the way to love a child. Best movie on Netflix. I need to find this person so I can kill him. Yo, I don't fucking understand who. Oh, okay, hold on. I got to read this person who gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The underlying agenda when critics review Tyler Perry's work all too often comes down to him providing options to status quo. Many that live in poverty can relate to similar struggles. Hold on a second. I came from fucking poverty. Okay? My mother never shot somebody in the fucking chest for no reason. For some, it is comforting to see their struggles exposed to the world, especially to viewers that live in gated communities. I am confident a major portion of the negative reviews are to discourage those viewers from watching. It's a shame that critics like Tyler Perry choose not to promote him by any means necessary. No, bitch. No. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not.
What was the last good movie, if any, from Tyler Perry?
I love the Why Did I Get Married?
Mhm.
No, was that it? The one with Janet Jackson? I dug those. I thought those were pretty good.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
See, but
I
those were his early work, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
I usually don't cry when it comes to movies like this, let alone write a review on it. But this movie really made me emotional. So emotional that I had to write one. Good job, Tyler Perry. What the fuck?
She murdered somebody.
This is the last fucking review I'm going to read. I really don't understand some bad comments. The film is extremely emotional, with actors who conveyed deep feelings in an excellent way. Straw is a thought-provoking film that uses minimalism and strong imaginary imagery to deliver a powerful message. It highlights personal resilience and quiet strength in adversity. With symbolic storytelling and atmosphere, it leaves a lasting impression. The movie keeps your attention until the very end, and you won't leave indifferent. 10 out of 10. Bro, this is going to be the last fucking thing that I say, and I need you to close the show. These are people who fucking vote for presidents that are saying shit like this about this fucking movie. These are people who go out and live productive lives. They drive on the same highway that you drive on. They make decisions. Some of them might fucking be air traffic controllers. So your life, yo, God, yo, bro, please close out the show.
Oh shit. OTBS Pod on Twitter. OTBS Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. OTBS Podcast on YouTube. Like,
Jesus
comment,
Christ.
subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Fuck you,
Peace.
Taraji.